Take me far away. It's so good. Hello, my name is Taron Egerton and I play Eggsy in the new Matthew Vaughn film Kingsman, The Secret Service. Let's watch this clip.
Lass mich raus.
Entschuldige, Schätzchen. Ich muss die Welt retten.
Dieser miese Pisser. Wenn ihr mir Blut auf den Teppich schmiert, müsst ihr den komplett austauschen.
Hi. So now I would like to show you some of my favourite films. So, first up, I know lots of people say it, but I love Martin Scorsese. This is a film called The Departed, which I have watched, I don't know, maybe 8 times or something. It's got an incredible cast. Jack Nicholson's amazing. If my memory serves me correctly, Scorsese won his Oscar for this one, I think. The music is fantastic. It's sort of so riveting and entertaining. Matt Damon playing a real nasty piece of work. Mark Wahlberg being incredible. It's just wonderful. I adore it. Is it round here? Round here? Yes, this is a film by Thomas Vinterberg, Festen, or I believe that translates as The Celebration, Festen in Danish. Actually, Colin Firth told me to watch this film when we were making Kingsman, and it's just the most brilliantly acted thing I have ever seen. It's part of the Dogma 95 movement. I think it's called Dogma 95, which was sort of set up by Thomas Vinterberg and Lars von Trier, I believe, all natural lighting and shot in a very kind of simple way, and it just highlights the brilliance of the performances. It's an absolute must-see. Over here, over here, over here. So yes, when I was a little boy, like lots of kids, I was completely in love with Disney, and more specifically Pixar, so Up, Monsters Inc., Toy Story. I adore these films to the point where my kind of dream was to work for Pixar as a little boy. I'd spend hours and hours and hours drawing characters from these films, creating my own characters. And what I love about them is they've got something for kids, but they've also got a real poignancy for adults, and they're able to convey quite sophisticated adult messages through very simple means. So this film, the first few minutes of this film, is so unbelievably moving, and it's able to convey some incredibly adult themes in a way that children get a sense of, but it's not explicit enough for them to be upset by it. It's just genius. So yes, Pixar. I know I'm not the only person who said it, but Pixar is fairly incredible. Oh yeah, and there was something around here. I thought that was going to fall over then. There's something around here as well. Despicable Me, from Illumination. Incredible, incredible film. Steve Carell being truly hilarious. And amazing music as well from, I think it's Pharrell Williams and Hans Zimmer. So there's an amazing song in this called Fun, 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 which I listen to all the time just because I get a kick out of it. Take me far away. It's so good. It's the first time that, because basically he's made to look after these 3 orphan children. And it's the first time he starts to really bond with the kids because he's very serious. He's an evil genius. He's very, very, very serious. And it's when he softens and they start to have fun in this fairground. It's just gorgeous and amazing, amazing music. So yes, that's Despicable Me. So hang on, there is something over here. There is something over here that I'm going to find. Yes, okay. Oh boy. I first watched this film about two years ago. Again, incredible performances, but this film is probably the most surprised and shocked I've ever been by a film ever. It makes you feel truly sick, but in a completely brilliant way. So I would urge anyone, if you haven't seen this, you have to see this. Watch it.
Are you talking about the squid?
Oh, yes. Okay, so the director who made this film won an Oscar for a short film. I think, I'm questioning my knowledge now. I think he won an Oscar for a short film that he did before this, which is very much in this style, in this vein. It's a lot like this. This film features 2 lead performances from Toni Collette, who plays a young girl from Australia, and the late, great genius Philip Seymour Hoffman, who plays, I think he's a sort of middle-aged autistic man. It looks like a kid's film, but it's not. It wouldn't be upsetting for a kid to watch, but it's actually a very adult film. Very, very moving, very, very beautiful. And actually, I don't think it's too much to give away. Hello, to say that I actually really I made involuntary blubbering noises at the end of this film from crying, because it is just so brilliantly moving. It was introduced to me by a friend about a year ago. It's amazing film. Oh look, there's Tom Hardy, he's very good as well. Okay, where am I going now? I am in a movie with Tom Hardy, comes out later this year, it's called Legend. Okay, where am I going? I love this. This is The Guard directed by John Michael McDonough. John Michael McDonough's amazing. His second, which in what I believe is going to be a trilogy, Calvary, came out early last year, and Brendan Gleeson, who is one of my favourite actors up there with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Gary Oldman, is so brilliant in it, and it does that incredible thing of really treading that line between sort of pathos and comedy. It's very moving and very poignant, but it's also absolutely hilarious and irreverent and doesn't take itself too seriously. Don Cheadle's fab in it as the American, I think he's FBI or CIA agent. It's just hilarious, and he's so kind of distinctly Irish. I think it's the highest grossing ever independent Irish film. It's wonderful. So yeah, I think we can expect another, unless I'm mistaken, another collaboration between John Michael McDonough and Brendan Gleeson coming out in the next couple of years. And you know it's going to be amazing, because Calvary and this are just so unbelievably fab. See, that's one of my favourite films. Oh yes, I suppose, given the reason I'm here, I should probably say a quick hello to James Bond. Samuel L. Jackson, hilarious. He's the villain in Kingsman, The Secret Service. The one I am after is that. No, we're going for Live and Let Die, which is that one, right? Yeah. Yes. This is my favourite James Bond film. I watched this on repeat as a little boy with my cousins. I love Roger Moore because of this, the famous Roger Moore raised eyebrow. Roger Moore's my favourite Bond. I love him because he doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think he's a great, charismatic persona. Bond, I think, works because it's always a vehicle for the natural kind of charisma of whoever's playing him to shine through. And I love all the Bonds for different reasons, but I'm big into Roger Moore. I think if there's any James Bond that I think our film is most evocative of, it's probably Roger Moore. So yes, that's it. James Bond. TV shows. I love TV shows. Oh, look at this. The immortal genius of Richard Curtis and Ben Elton. Blackadder, starring Rowan Atkinson, who is, to my mind, something of a genius. Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, Tim McInerney. These guys are the real deal. This is hilarious. If you haven't seen this, comedy does not get much better. What else is here? Oh, Blue Valentine, yes. Derek Cianfrance. I know this all seems like it's actually very structured, but I'm just finding these things. It's very Derek Cianfrance, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, Derek Cianfrance, hope I'm pronouncing it right. Incredible director. And there's a really great little bit in this where Ryan Gosling sings a song called You Always Hurt the Ones You Love. And I listened to that as well. Music is a big part of what I love about film and discovering new songs and bands and things, and this has fantastic music. I've got the soundtrack at home. There's also a really great song called You and Me, which I love in it, where I think they go to a hotel room together and it plays, and it's it's heartbreaking, this film. It's about the breakdown of a relationship, and the story's told alongside the relationship blossoming. So it's told in 2 time zones, and it's completely amazing, gorgeous, lovely. This guy's quite good at acting. You may not have heard of him. He's called Colin Firth. He's had his breakout role in our film Kingsman: The Secret Service. I know he's quite good in it as well, actually. Colin Firth, amazing, great guy. Yes, now I love Place Beyond the Pines, Derek St. Francis again, amazing film. It's got a really unusual structure to it because it follows different. The protagonist is constantly shifting. It's sort of divided into 3 different sections of a film, really. It's wonderful, really, really ambitious and unusual, and I think it's just wicked. And then this. So the reason I love Shaun of the Dead, aside from all of the obvious reasons to love it, is because when it's the first time it came out in my early teens, and initially I was quite scared to watch it because I was scared of horror films. I really enjoy them now, but as a teenager I wasn't that into them. And it's the first time I remember being really aware of editing and camera work and what that can lend a film. It's incredibly dynamic, and also you really feel the fact that Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, all of those guys in that film are all friends and have worked together before. There's a real warmth and affection to this. It's got for a zombie film, it's got so much heart, and it's completely hilarious. And the other wonderful thing about this is I have seen this over 15 times. It was the film of my teenage years. 15, not 50. And you notice new things every time you watch it. Little subtle tidbits like Easter eggs for die-hard fans. Proper amazing. Oh yeah, there is one more film that I only discovered actually a couple of years ago, and I think it is over here. Yeah, I've only seen it once, but this is I believe it's Korean. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, and spring, and it's a film with next to no dialogue, but it follows it's basically a sort of a house, a hut on an island in the middle of a lake, and it follows the relationship between a young boy who is kind of apprenticed to a sort of monk figure, and it follows the changing of the season and the years as the little boy gets older. So it's about time passing, and it's just beautifully shot and very peaceful and tranquil and calm, and I've just never seen anything like it. So it's definitely well worth the watch.
Do you have any guilty pleasures that you love that everybody likes?
Guilty pleasures. I don't know, really, no. I like all sorts of films, really. I'm not snobby about it. I like everything from, Asian cinema to, Die Hard. So that's what I love about this job, being an actor and filmmaking. It's the variety that I enjoy. So I would never seek to limit myself to one genre or type of film. Well, thank you very much for watching a sort of quick collection of some of my favourite films. I hope there's something in there that you can find and enjoy. Yes, but please do go and watch Kingsman: The Secret Service. It's my first ever experience of filmmaking. Comes out on the 12th of March, and if you need any more information about it, go to moviepilot.de. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to walk out of this DVD store now.